Hi everyone, welcome to MyMax Academy. In this session, I will be teaching you how to factorize a quadratic polynomial. Factorization of quadratic polynomial is a very important concept and we often use this in several problems probably from standard 8th till standard 12th. Even then also we will be using factorization of quadratic equations. So it is very important to know how we can factorize a quadratic polynomial. We'll get started. So before we get into the factorization of quadratic polynomial, I will define what is a quadratic polynomial. So definition of quadratic polynomial is a polynomial of degree 2 is called as quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. Any polynomial of degree 2 is called as quadratic polynomial. So I'll give you some examples. The examples are, you can have like this, x square minus 5x plus 6. This is one example. The second example could be 5x square minus 10x plus 5. This could be another example of a quadratic polynomial. Fine. And again, the degree of this polynomial is what? 2. Degree is what? Degree is the highest power of the variable, which is 2. So that's why this polynomial is called as a quadratic polynomial. Now, even this is an example of a quadratic polynomial because degree is 2. The highest power of the variable. So here power is 2. Power of the variable x is 2. Here power of the variable is 1. Here it is, there is no x, so it means x power 0. So the highest power is 2. Therefore, the degree of this polynomial is 2. Whenever the degree of the polynomial is 2, we call that polynomial as a quadratic polynomial. Fine. Now, I write general form of quadratic polynomial. That is form is ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0 and a, b, c are real numbers. So this is the definition of a quadratic polynomial, right? The general form is ax square plus bx plus c, where a should not be equal to 0. The coefficient of x square should not be equal to 0. Only then the degree will become 2 and it is called as a quadratic polynomial. Now, in this session, I will teach you how to factorize a quadratic polynomial. So we have 4 different types of quadratic polynomial, and I will teach you how to factorize each one of the 4 types. So first I will start with the first type, which is say type 1, which is, suppose let's take a polynomial which is quadratic polynomial, x square plus 9x plus 20. Now we need to factorize this. The question is factorize this polynomial. Now, to factorize this polynomial, right? To factorize this polynomial, this is the type 1 where both these signs will be plus. This is also plus, this is also plus. Both will be plus. Now, what we have to do is, first thing is, we need to find 2 numbers. We will factorize this by splitting the middle terms. We call it as factorization by splitting the middle terms. So how we do this is, we will need to find 2 numbers such that when I multiply the 2 numbers, right? Let's take this one. So now we should take the coefficient of x square always. First we should take the coefficient of x square always. The first step is take the coefficient of x square. What is that coefficient of x square? 1. If nothing there means 1 is there. So 1, take the coefficient of x square, multiply that with this constant without any x or x square, which is 20. So 1 into 20. So what is 1 into 20? Okay. So we will have to first check the coefficient of x square, then that into the number which is 1 into 20, right? 1 into 20 will give you 20, then which means we will put m denotes multiplication. I get 20, right? So 1 into 20 is 20. That, and we should put m means multiply. I need to find two numbers such that when I multiply the two numbers I should get 20. How did we get at this 20? The coefficient of x square, which is 1 into 20, is 20. Then the same two numbers, if I add, now how am I saying it is add capital A? Is I have to see this symbol. If this is plus, then it is an addition case. It is an addition case. And if I add those two numbers, I should get this one. What is this? 9. So forget about the sign. Don't worry about the sign. Right? Don't worry about the sign, which means when I add the two numbers, I should get 9. How am I saying I should add the two numbers? Because of this sign. If this sign is plus, which is just before the constant term, or the sign of the constant term, if the sign of the constant term is plus, then I should add those two numbers and I should get 9. Fine. So what are the two numbers? The two numbers are, I will call those numbers as a and b, small a and small b. Right? I need to find two numbers, small a and small b. I am calling them as one number as small a, other number as small b, in such a way that if I add those two numbers, I should get 9. Same two numbers, if I multiply, I should get 20. Right? Then we should try to find those two numbers. So how do we find those two numbers? I will write here. We will try to write the multiple ways we can multiply and get 20. So 20 is starting from 1 into 20 we can do. We will get 20. If this is suppose A and this is suppose B. If A is 1, B is 20. 1 into 20 is 20. Now if we add both, I should get 9. But if I add 1 and 20, so this is multiply, this is add. So if I multiply A 1 into 20, I get 20. If I add these two, I get how much? 1 plus 21 I get. So, but what I should get? I should get 20 when I multiply, which I am getting, but when I add I should get 9, but I am getting 21. So these two numbers won't work. Then we should take the next number. Next multiple is 2 into 10 I can say. 2 tens are 20, so I am getting 20. Then 2 plus 10, you have to add. When you add 2 and 10, you get 12. But what we should get? We should get 9. So this also fails. We should go to the next number. The next number is what? 20 will not go in 3, 4. 4 into 5. 4 5s are 20. Now if you add 4 and 5, you get 9. You get 9. So this is the number that is giving you, when you multiply the two numbers, you get 20. The same two numbers if you add, what is 4 plus 5? Add 9. So which means the numbers are 4 and 5. The numbers are 4 and 5. Now if you do 4 into 5, I get 20. Now what is 4 plus 5? 9. Add. See, m means multiply, a means add. If you add the same, you should get 9. Right? Now once we find this, we need to decide the sign of these two numbers. Sign of these two numbers. Now it is an addition case. It is an addition case. In addition case, both these numbers will be positive or both these numbers will be negative. In addition case, both are positive or both are negative. Now to find whether both are positive or both are negative, we need to check this sign. We need to check this sign. If this sign is plus, both will become plus. Suppose if this sign was negative, both will become negative. That we will do it in type 2. That will do it in type 2. So since this is plus, both the numbers will be plus plus. So then what we should do is we should write this x square as it is, x square. Then 9x you should split it into, that is called a splitting of middle term. You are split into two terms, and those two terms will have the coefficient as 4 and 5. Which means this 9x will be written as plus 4x and plus 5x. Then the last term 20 we need to write as it is. Is that clear till now? Right? So we have found these 4 and 5 so that we can split 9 as 4x and 5x, and it should satisfy the condition that 4 into 5 should give me 20 and 4 plus 5 should give me 9. Clear? Now, once we have this, we need to take these two terms and take what is common in these two. X is common. In both the terms, X is there. When X is taken out from here, right? From this X square, if I take out X, so what will happen? So which means I should divide X square by X. This X square, I should divide by the common term X, because X square is there, here 4X. Both have X. Both of them have X, so I am taking X common. If I take X common, what will I get? This X square will become X. Or you can take this X square and divide by this X, the one that we have taken common. So these two terms, we are taking this common, X common. So X square will become X plus, in this 4X we have taken X, then it will become 4. And close the bracket. Right? So if you multiply X into X, you will get X square. Now X into 4, X into plus 4, you will get plus 4X. You get back the same thing. Now take these two terms. In these two terms, what is common? Here 5x, here 20. Right? So 5 is common because 5 goes in 5, 20 is also multiple of 5. So I will take 5 common. Now if I take 5 common, I will have what here? X. I will have X here. How we can find it? You can divide this 5x by the common factor 5. You can divide 5x by 5. What is 5x by 5? 5 will go, you get X. You can put that X. Then again from 20 we are taking 5 common, which means we should divide 20 by 5. That will give you cancel 4. So you'll get plus 4. Clear? Now again what we will do is, from these two, what is common? X plus 4 is common. So we'll take X plus 4 common. Because this term also has X plus 4, this also has X plus 4. So if I take X plus 4 common out, right, from here X plus 4 is gone. So X plus 4 is gone, I will have X. Here X plus 4 is gone, so I will have X. Again here X plus 4 is gone, I will have plus 5. That's it. So this is how we have factorized. The factorization of this is X plus 4 into X plus 5. Clear? So this is type 1. This is how we factor. Now if you multiply, normal multiplication if you do, you will get back this. You will get back this. So this is how we do the type 1. Fine. Now I will teach you type 2. Type 2 is, again we are going to factorize a quadratic polynomial, and we will take it as, suppose, x square minus 9x plus 14. We need to factorize this. Right? Again what we will do, we will try to write the rules. The rules are, now first we should check the coefficient of x square, which is 1. Now take the coefficient of x square. If nothing is there, means 1 is there. Just x square means coefficient of x square was 1. Now 1 into 14 is 14. So you should put m and say 14. Right? When it multiply two numbers, I should get 14. How I am getting this 14? That is 1 into 14 is 14. Now the same two numbers, if I add, how I am saying I should add, you have to check this side. If this is plus, then you have to add. And those two numbers you have to add, you should get this number. What is this? 9. You can write without the sign here. You can just put 9, you need not put minus 9. Here you need not put sign. Only when you are finding the two numbers, you have to decide the sign. Right? So 1 into 14 is 14. So when I multiply, I should get 14. And the same two numbers, if I add, how am I saying it is add? Because it is plus. If this is plus, then it is addition case. If it is minus, it is called a subtraction case, which is type 3 and type 4. That I will teach you. So now here it is plus, so it is an addition case. When I add the two numbers, I should get this 9. Forget about the sign. Now we need not worry about the sign here. When you write m and a, we need not worry about the sign. Now what are the two numbers? I have to find two numbers a and b. I have to find the two numbers a and b, such that when I multiply the two numbers, I should get 14. When I add the two numbers, I should get 9. So what are the two numbers? If I multiply, I should get. So what do? We'll first start with 1. So this is a, this is b. 1 into 14. We'll call it as m and a. 1 into 14 multiply. I'm getting 14. Now if I add 1 plus 14 is what? 15. 1 plus 14 is 15. But what I should get? I should get m as 14 and a should be 9. But I'm getting 15. So this will not work. Now next one. 14 can be written as what? Next one. 2 into 7. 2 into 7 is 14. Then add 2 plus 7. What is 2 plus 7? 2 plus 7 is 9. 9. Now we got this. M is 14. M is 14. A is 9. A is 9. So this is the right thing. Now what are the two numbers? The two numbers are 2 and 7. So A is 2, B is 7. You can take A as 7, B as 2 also. You can interchange and write also. Doesn't matter. Right? Now what do we get here? Now we need to decide the sign. Once you write the small a and small b, we need to decide what sign we are going to put. Now it is an addition case. It is an addition case. In addition case, both are positive, both will have plus plus sign or both will have minus minus sign. Both the signs will be plus or both the signs will be minus. To check whether both are plus or both are minus, you have to check this sign. What is this sign? Minus. If this is minus, both will become minus. See, in the earlier case, this was plus, so both become plus. But here it is minus, so both the two numbers are becoming minus minus. Clear? So in addition case, either both are plus or both are minus. To check whether both are plus, you need to check this side. If this is plus, both will become plus. Here this is minus, so both will become minus. Clear? So now what we can do is just erasing this one. So x square. Now we have to split this 9x as minus 2x and minus 7x. So this minus 9x will become minus 2x minus 7x. So to split this minus 9x as minus 2x and minus 7x only, we are checking this. We are validating this conditions. Plus this 14 I am writing as it is. So this x square I have written as it is. 9x is split into 2. This 14 I am writing as it is. So here also same thing. This 9 become 5 and 4. And 20 I wrote as it is. X square we wrote as it is. Now in these two, what is common? X is common. Now if you take x common, what do I get? Here there are 2x. X square means 2x. X square means x into x. In that 1x I have taken. So remaining 1x will be there. Minus here 2x. From 2x I have taken x. I will have minus 2. Now if you multiply x into x, x square, x into minus 2, minus 2x. We will get back the same thing. Suppose if you don't know how to get this x minus 2, if you take x common, right? You know that x is present in both. I take x common. Then what we should do is, you should take this term, x square, and divide by the one that you have taken common. What is x squared by x? You will get x. X squared by x is x. So you will put that x here. Then take this minus 2x. Minus 2x. And what we have taken common? X. Divide by x. So x will go, you will get minus 2. That minus 2 you can put here. Clear? And if you multiply, you will get the same thing. X into x, x square, x into minus 2, minus 2x. Now here what is common? But write along with the sign. Minus. Right? Put this sign always. Minus means minus, plus means plus, minus. In these two, what is common? This also goes in 7, this also goes in 7. 7 table. So 7 is common. If I take 7 common, what do I get? From minus 7x, if I take 7, minus 7 common. So which means I should divide. Minus 7x, from minus 7x, I am taking minus 7 common. See, these two is one term, these two is another term. These two has become like this. These two I am taking minus 7 common. Now minus 7x by minus 7. Minus 7 will get cancelled, you will get x. X. Then here don't put plus. Sign is very important. Now here what do we have? 14. And what we have taken out? Minus 7 we have taken out. So divide 14 by minus 7. What is 14 by minus 7? What is 14 by minus 7? You will get minus 2. 14 by minus 7 is minus 2. You will get minus 2. Now if you multiply, minus 7 into x is minus 7x. Minus 7 into minus 2 is plus 14. You will get back this when you multiply. Fine. Now in these two again, what is common? X minus 2 is here, x minus 2 is here. I will take x minus 2 common. Now if I take x minus 2 common from here, now here x minus 2 is gone. I will have only x. Minus here x minus 2 is gone. I will have only minus 7. Right? So okay. Here I am taking x minus 2 common, then bracket start. Here if I take x minus 2 common, I will have x. Then here if I take x minus 2 common, I will have minus 7. Minus 7. So the answer is x minus 2 into x minus 7. This is how we factorize this. Clear? How to do this? Fine. Okay. So now let me go to we have done two types now. Type 1 is over, type 2 is over. We'll do the type 3. Fine. So I'm erasing these parts. This is the rough part. Fine. Now type 3 is type 3. Type 3. Suppose if we have something like this, x square plus 7x minus 30. X square plus 7x minus 30. X square plus 7x minus 30. Now again, first we have to check the coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is what? 1. Now 1 into multiply with the number. 1 into 30 is 30. Don't worry about the sign now. 1 into 30 is 30. So m means multiplication I should get 30. By multiply I should get 30. How am I getting that 30? This coefficient of x square, which is what? 1. Nothing is there, 1 is there. 1 into 30 is 30. And the same two number, if I subtract, not add. This was add. Why I am writing subtract? Because you have to see this side. This sign is what? Negative. Negative means it's a subtraction case. When I subtract the two numbers, I should get this number. What is this? 7. Okay, is clear? So I'll repeat again. So when I multiply two numbers, I should get 30. How did I get this 30? M equal to 30. I will take this one, coefficient of 1, coefficient of x square, which is 1. 1 into 30 is 30. We need not worry about the sign minus 30. Just take here, when you write m and a or m and s, you need not worry about the sign. So when I multiply two numbers, I should get 30. Same two numbers if I subtract. How I am saying I should subtract? Here we were saying add. Because this was plus. This was plus. The sign of the constant number 14 or 20 were plus, but here what is the sign of 30? Minus. If the numbers sign is minus, then it's a subtraction case. When you subtract the two numbers, we should get 7. Now we should find two numbers a and b such that if I multiply these two numbers, if I multiply a and b, a into b, I should get 30. The same two numbers if I subtract, I should get 7. If I subtract, I should get 7. So what are the two numbers? So how do we find that? We'll write all the multiples of what are all the two numbers will give multiplication as 30. So first is 1 into 30. So this is a, this is b, this is m, this is a. Now a, if I take it as, suppose 1 into 30. What is 1 into 30? 30. What is 1 plus 30? 31. Sorry, it's a subtraction case. We have to subtract. Now it's subtraction case. Subtraction. Now subtract the greater number with the smaller number. 30 minus 1 is 29. So when I multiply, I get 30. When I subtract, you take the greater number and subtract. You need not do 1 minus 30. 1 minus 30 will give you minus 29. Here we are not worried about the sign. When we are actually, after finding the number, we are worried about the sign. So now 30 minus 1 is 29. You can take the greatest among these two and then subtract. 30 minus 1 is 29, but we should get 7. So these two numbers won't work. That is wrong. Then 30 can be written as 2 into 15. 2 into 15 is also 30. Now what is 15 minus 2? Subtract these two. Subtract the greater number, smaller number from the bigger number. So 15 minus 2 is 13. But what we should get? We should get the value as 7. But we are getting 13. So this also won't work. Next number. Next number is 3 into 10 will give me 30. 3 into 10 will give me 30. Right? Then what is 10 minus 3 is 7. Right? So what we have got? We have got 3 into 10 is 30. When I multiply the two numbers, I get 30, which is this. And if I subtract the same two numbers, 10 minus 3, I am getting 7. So it is satisfying this condition. So this is the right answer. Right? Then we should, so we have found the two numbers. What are the two numbers? 3 and 10. Because 3 into 10 is 30 and 10 minus 3 is 7. You can take the greater number minus smaller number. Right? So 10 minus 3 is 7. So we have found two numbers. You can also put a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 3 also. Doesn't matter. Here you can put any number. Any one as a, any one as b. Right? So this is 3, this is 10. I can put 3 and 10 or 10 and 3. Anything can be called as a, anything can be called as b. Now again, now after we finding the two numbers, we need to decide the sign of the two numbers. Here sign is important. Now it is a subtraction case. It's a subtraction case because this sign is minus. If this is minus, it's a subtraction case. In subtraction case, one number will be positive and one number will be negative. One number will have positive sign and the other number will have negative sign. Now to choose which is positive, which is negative, whether A is positive, B is negative, or A is negative, B is positive. To check which is positive, which is negative, because it's a subtraction case. In subtraction case, one number will be positive, other number will be negative. To find which number, whether A should be positive or negative, or B should be positive or negative, which should be positive, which should be negative, we should check this sign. What is this? Plus. The greater number among those two will take this plus sign. Which is the greater number, 3 or 10? 10 is greater. 10 will take this sign. What is this sign? Plus. So 10 will become plus. So this has to be minus, because one will be plus, one will be minus. So to decide which should be plus or which should be minus, right, we should check this sign. If this sign is plus, the greater number will take this sign always. The greater number here is what? 10. 10 will take this sign. Suppose if this was minus, then we will put minus 10 for this and plus 3 for this. That is the fourth type. That we will do it in the next section, next problem, the type 4. So what we will do? So we have found the numbers 3 and 10, and then we decided the sign also. We know one is positive, the other one is negative. To check which is positive and which is negative, we have to take this sign and put this sign for the greater number. So this is plus sign. What is the greater number? 10. So I will put the 10 for the greater number. So obviously the other number will become minus. So now I will write the first term x square as it is, equal to x square as it is. Then plus 7x, I will write it as minus 3x. Minus 3x plus 10x. Plus 10x. So you have to put xx here, because you are now splitting the 7x as minus 3x plus 10x. So you can also verify what is minus 3x plus 10x, you will get 7x. What is minus 3x plus 10x, you will get plus 7x. And put this minus 30 as it is. Right? So only the 7x we are splitting into 2. This one we are writing as it is, minus 30 also we are writing as it is. Fine. Now we will take these two terms. We will take x common from these two. We will take x common from these two. So if we take x common from these two, this x square will become x. If I take x common, x square will become x. Then in 3x, if I take x common, it will become minus 3. Fine. So if you multiply, now x into x, x square, x into minus 3, minus 3x. You get back the same. Fine. Again here, what is common in these two? Plus 10 is common. Now if I take, because 10 is here, 30 also has 10. 30 can be written as 3 into 10. So this also has 10, this also has 10. But x is not there. This has x, this does not have x. So we cannot take x common. So only 10 is common. So if I take 10 common, then in 10x, if I take 10, I will have x. Then in 30, minus 30, if I have taken 10 out, which means you can try to do like this. What is minus 30 by 10? From minus 30, we are taking 10 common. Common means we are dividing by 10. So this will become minus 3. So you will get x minus 3. Close. Now from these two, again, so this is a rough work. So from these two, what is common? This term and this term, x minus 3 is common. Now if I take x minus 3 common, I will have x. From this, if I take x minus 3, I will have x. From here, if I take out x minus 3, then 10 plus 10 will be there. So plus 10. So this is how we have factorized. So the factorization of this is x minus 3 into x plus 10. Clear? Fine. So now this is your type 3. Now we'll go to type 4. So what is type 4? Type 4 is, we will take an example of x square minus x minus 72. So this we have to factorize. This is a question. Factorize this. Right? Now again we should go to our rule. We should write m. Multiplication. Multiplication should be what? What is the coefficient of x square? 1. 1 into 72 is 72. Write that. 72. Don't worry about the sign here. M and S or M and A, you need not put any sign. When you find small a and small b, the two numbers, we have to put the sign. So M is 72 because this is 1 and 1 into 72 is 72. 1 into, always we should take the quotient of x square, multiply with that number. So 1 into 72, 72, that is your m, multiplication. And it is what case? Addition case or subtraction case? What is the sign? Minus. If this is minus, then it is a subtraction case. When I subtract the two numbers, I should get this number. What is the number here? What is the coefficient of x here? Nothing is there before x. If nothing is there before x means 1 is there. If nothing is there means 1 is there. So here what we have before x? 7. So we put subtraction is 7. But here when we subtract the two numbers, I should get this number. What is the number here? The coefficient of x, which is 1. Don't worry about the minus. So 1. Which means when I multiply the two numbers, I should get 72. The same two numbers, if I subtract, I should get 1. So what are the numbers? So we'll put small a equal to small b equal to. We have to find two numbers, small a and small b, such that if you multiply a and b, if you do a into b, you should get 72. And if you subtract them, you should get 1. Now how do you find that? We'll write all the numbers. So 72 can be written as 1 into 72. This is a, this is b. 1 into 72 multiplication is 72. Subtraction is 72 minus 1 is 71. But what I should get? I should get m as 72. That is correct. But s is 71. But we should get 1. When we subtract, we should get 1. So this number won't work. Right? Now next, this a and b won't work. Next a and b. 72 can be written as 2 into 36 is 72. And what is 36 minus 2? 34. But we should get subtraction as 1. But subtraction is giving us 34. So this also won't work. Now next one. 72, 4 will go. 4 into how much? 18. 3 also it goes. Let's try with 3 because 72 is divisible by 3 also. Right? So 3 into 24 is 72. And what is 24 minus 3? We have to subtract. Greater number. 24 minus 3 is 21. But we need 1. So this also won't work. We should go to the next number. How we can write 72 as? Product of what? We can write this as 4 into 18. 18 4s are 72. So then this will become 72. Multiply 72. Now subtract. 18 minus 4 is 14. But we need 1. So this also fails. So we should keep on doing like that. Now 5 it will not go. 72 will not go in 5. 6 it will go. 6 how much times? 6 12s are 72. 6 12s are 72. Now what is 12 minus 6? Is 6. But we need 1. So this also won't work. Now we should go to the next number. 7 it will not go in 7. It will go in 8. 8 9s are 72. 8 9s are 72. Now what is 9 minus 8? 1. What is 9 minus 8? 1. So 1. Now we got this. Multiply, I got 72. Subtraction 1 I should get, I am getting 1 when I subtract 9 and 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. So this is the required number. The required numbers are 8 and 9. One number is 8, other number is 9. So we can put 8 for A and 9 for B. Now we should decide the sign of these two numbers. Now what case it is? It is a, what case it is? It is a subtraction case. In subtraction case, one will be positive, one will be negative. We don't know which is positive, which is negative, but one number is positive. Either A is positive and B is negative, or A is negative, B is positive. Now to find which is positive, which is negative, we know for sure that one is positive and one is negative because it's a subtraction case. Subtraction case, one will be positive, one will be negative. In addition case, both will be positive or both will be negative. And how do we say it is an addition case? Because of this sign. Addition. If it is plus, then it is addition. If it is minus, then subtraction. Here also minus, so it is subtraction. Now, so again, now coming back to this, so one number should be positive, one number should be negative. So to decide which will be positive and which will be negative, we have to check this sign. What is this sign? Minus. Greater number will take this sign. Which is greater among these two? 8 or 9? 9 is greater. So 9 will take minus. This sign. This sign will always go to the greater number. Here it was plus. So the greater number 3 or 10. 10 is greater. So we put plus for 10. And the other number will obviously become minus. So here the greater number will take this sign, which is minus. So greater number will take minus. So the other number should be plus. Because one should be plus, one should be minus. So it should be plus 8. So therefore we get x square. We'll write this x square as it is. minus 1x, I will write it as plus 8x, then minus 9x, then this 72 minus 72 I am writing as it is. So this minus 1x I am writing it as 8x minus 9x. Now if you do what is 8x minus 9x, you will get minus x or minus 1x. Clear? How to do this? Now we will take x common. Fine. So we will take here x common from these two terms. We will take x common. If I take x common, I will get x plus 8. Right? So x into x square, x into 8 is 8x. Suppose as I told you, if you don't know how to take this, suppose we know that x is present in both, we have taken x. If you don't know what you should write here, then you should divide this x square by x. You write it here. What is x square by x? X square by the one that you are taking common, x. That will give you cancel, it will get x. So x. Then plus 8x by x. So plus 8x by x. X will go, will get plus 8. So we put that plus 8 and close. Now in these two, what is common? 9, it goes in 9 table. 72 also goes in 9 tables. 9 8s are 72. So 9 is common. And take along with this sign. This sign is what? Minus 9. So minus 9 is common. Now if minus 9 is taken out, then what do we get? Now what is this? This is minus 9x. So minus 9x, divide that by minus 9. This minus 9x by the one that you have taken to common, which is minus 9. Minus 9 will go, you'll get x. So you'll put x here. Then don't put any sign here. Take minus 72 by minus 9. So minus 72 by minus 9. So this minus 72 we should write in the numerator by the one that you are taking common, minus 9. So minus 72 by minus 9 is minus will become plus. 9 8s are 72. So we'll get plus 8. We'll get plus 8. So put plus 8. And always these two will be same. If this is x plus 8, here also you must get x plus 8. See, you see here, if it is x minus 3, here also you will get x minus 3. If you don't get x minus 3 or something, here you are getting x minus 3, here you are getting something else. Not x minus 3, something else, then you have made somewhere some mistake. Minus plus something is wrong. You will get both same. You will get both same. See, here also see, x plus 4, x plus 4. X minus 2, along with the sign. If you get x minus 2 and here if you put x plus 2, then some mistake you have done in the sign. You have not taken things common, or you forgot to put, instead of putting minus, you have put plus. So you have to be careful there. Now again in these two, what is common? X plus 8 is common. So if I take x plus 8 common from these two, right? Now if I take x plus 8 common, if I take x plus 8 out, I will have x. So start the bracket x. Now here also I have taken x plus 8. I have minus 9. Right? If I take x plus 8 out, I will have minus 9. So minus 9. So this is the factorization of this particular thing, which is x square minus x minus 72. Clear? How to? So these are the 4 types that we have: type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. Clear? Fine. So now we can stop here, and I will have one more session where I will do some more problems on quadratic equation, factorization of quadratic polynomial. Fine. So I will stop here, and I will continue in my next video where we will do some more problems on factorization. Fine. Thank you for watching. Watch my next video for the continuation of the factorization of quadratic polynomial. I will do some more problems. The same method. We have only 4 types. These 4 types, but we will do some more problems so that you are very comfortable with factorization of quadratic polynomial. Thank you for watching. Please watch my next video for the second part of factorization of quadratic polynomial. Thank you.